Yeah. Yeah. So we have a deal? Okay, great. Yeah, I'm glad we could work this out, Robin. Yeah, your Spider-Man Special Edition for my X-Men number 317. Okay? All right, good deal. See you.
Hey, Suns fans. I may be new to the Valley, but it didn't take me long to find my new comic book hangout spot, all about books and comics.
Robin Lopez with the ball. Nice lead pass from Potter. Another block from Lopez.
I actually first got into comics due to my oldest brother. He collected the early Batman issues with Neil Adams, the early X-Men issues with Chris Claremont, John Byrne, Avengers and Teen Titans with George Perez. And he kind of passed that down to me. I started by reading the Gladstone comics with Uncle Scrooge and Donald Duck. Then I actually started to read George Perez and Marv Wolfman's Teen Titans run, which then led me to Kid Flash, and then on to Flash.
Why are you here?
Oh, right. Because it's Flash Appreciation Day?
My favorite hero of all time probably has to be the Flash, because if you see me sometimes, I might not be as fast as the other people out on the court, but you know, it's something I've always dreamed about doing. It's up there with flying, and I think with super speed, there are ways you could practically fly. So he's definitely he's my go-to guy. I think the Flash should actually make a really great basketball player. He could be a superstar, one of the greatest people ever play the game. I mean, you got to have a go-to move and then a counter, and I mean, he's got the time. He's got the time to react to every move out on the court. Any defense that you throw at him, he's got the time to process it, think about it, put something in action. You know, really. There are quite a few players in the NBA that remind me of superheroes. You can always go with the Shaq Superman comparison. I prefer Steel myself, actually. LeBron James, kind of like Captain America, he was the leader of the Redeem Team this year. And then my personal favorite comparison is Steve Nash and Puck, a member of the Canadian superhero team Alpha Flight.
Puck? Really, Robin? That's the best you could do, Puck.
If you don't believe me, check it out for yourself.
Sorry, Stevie, but I kind of see the resemblance.
Hey, Robin, does anybody else on the team remind you of a superhero? Man, whatever.
Some of my favorite supervillains growing up, actually, it'd have to be the most popular ones. I mean, there's obviously something relatable with them. Something you can really hate about them. Dr. Doom, Magneto, Lex Luthor, and all of them have come close to success, and Dr. Doom even rules his own country. So there's just so much to hate about them that you start rooting for them almost. Well, this summer you may have noticed a couple of great comic book movies came out. Iron Man came out, and then The Dark Knight, which is not just a great comic book movie, it's just a great movie, period. I think the key to success in most comic book movies is you have a sense of realism, but you also manage to keep that grand scale of wonder attached to it.
Wait till they get a load of me.
The original Batman is great. Jack really brings the Joker to life. He's my favorite Joker, and no offense to Heath Ledger, who did a great job in his receiving due notice.
Whatever life holds in store for me, I will never forget these words. With great power comes great responsibility. This is my gift. My curse. Who am I? I'm Spider-Man.
You may remember the Spider-Man movies, of course. How could anybody forget those? Those went over huge, and I think that really goes back to what I was talking about earlier. There was a great sense of realism. People could relate to Peter Parker, to Mary Jane, all the characters, but you still had that sense of wide-eyed wonder whenever you were swinging from buildings or fighting the Green Goblin or Dr. Octopus, who I preferred as a villain.
You're right.
I know DC Comics has been working on getting it translated to film, but I think the Green Lantern trilogy would be a fantastic movie to put out. I think you'd have a great sense of wonder of the Star Wars movies, and Hal Jordan, I think he's comparable to Indiana Jones, but it'd be like almost like Indiana Jones in space. As far as casting the Green Lantern movie, I think Will Smith would make a fantastic Hal Jordan.
Who's the man? Huh? Who's the man?
It'd make it very approachable to the public, and it'd be almost an ensured bondified hit.
You know, Robin, I've done some acting myself. I make a heck of a Green Lantern. Pick me.
I wonder if they have this in my size. Anybody who reads comics quite a bit is sure to come up with their own ideas. You have such a graphic form of literature that the mind's sure to start sprinting at 1,000 miles per hour. So my brother and I, all my brothers and I, we all have different ideas. Rick and I have kind of an adventure comedy thing that's kind of a cross between Indiana Jones, African Queen, and I'll go with Goonies.
I'm gonna take care of you. Because I love you.
Oh, I love you, Chuck.
Oh, I love you, Slug.
Hopefully you'll see it soon. Well, I think the obvious misconception about comics is just really it's a children's medium, and I think anybody who would actually take the time, take 5 minutes to read a graphic novel published in the past 20 years, their perception of comics would be turned around 180 degrees.
Hey, Robin, what do you recommend for a first-time comic reader? I'm more into the classic literature.
If I had to recommend some comic stories myself, I would give somebody The Return of Barry Allen, Grant Morrison's first arc on JLA, New World Order, The Life and Times of Scrooge McDuck, and I'd probably make my last choice Watchmen, just because everybody seems to love it. I like it. It's a good story. I don't think it's the greatest story ever, but everybody else seems to really enjoy the story. So I think there's a good chance any layman would. That's all the time we have today, but hopefully I'll catch you in here at a later date. But for now, I'll leave you with this word: Excelsior. See ya.
Did you see Robin Lopez last night at the game? He did so good.
Isn't he the one that reads comics?
I think so, yeah.
That's so cool.
I know.
I love comics.
Same here. I like read them like twice a day.